Hello. Yes, good morning everybody. I hope you're having good morning. Today is 25th of June 2020, sorry. So we'll start off with the chart on our screen. This is Euro USD, and so far let's see what we have, what has been happening since the beginning of the week. We have this is what happened last week. The price opened somewhere around this point. It went as high as this point, this high, and then it came back and closed below. Then this week the price came back up to this point. It barely did it go above the previous week's high. Let's see, we have this high. The price could not break beyond this high. It came very close to it, but then it ended up closing to the lower side. So as you can see now, somehow the price is heading to the lower side. We had this uptrend like that, and then there was a move down. It closed there. This was the week at the beginning of June, from 8th of June to around 12th of June. Then the following week, which was from 15th of June to 19th of June, we had this, the same thing. Okay, then this week the price went up just the same way, but we are yet to see a close below. So basically we expect price to go up to below the opening of the previous week's candle, which is below this point, because so far, as you can see, we are somehow forming lower highs. As the price moves down, the highs become lower. As the price moves down, the price becomes lower. As the price moves down, we can see that we expect the price to go below the low where it opened previously. So if this happens, which means this is still a sell. The current chart we're looking at now is still a sell. Euro USD is still a possible sell, and we actually expect price to go below this level. It should close below the opening price. If that's the case, then that will mean that even next week we still expect price to continue to the lower side. So let's see what we have on our next symbol, which is GBP USD. This is GBP USD. On the 4 chart, we've seen the same thing happening. We were on this high. The price opened here. It went as high at that past that point. Then it came back down here, and then it pulled back up, and then it came down. Then we have this. So basically you can see that the price is actually on the lower side. We expect a continuation to the lower side. The price may likely close below this. So this is exactly what happened with Euro USD. The price keeps forming lower highs. This is the highest high we've seen so far. This is the next highest high. The lower one, a lower high. Then this is even lower. So as you can see, the price is, as we proceed into the future, the price keeps giving us lower highs, which means this is still potentially a sell, and our first take profit needs to be here, 1.23427. So when the price comes up to that point, then we are going to step out and then expect price to break below it. Then it should retrace back before it can continue to the lower side. So whatever we are seeing now, the upward move which we are seeing, this green candle, is actually just a pullback and may only go up to this point. So you better have a pending sell limit around 1.24649, this level here. Have a pending sell limit here, have your stop loss above this point, and have your take profit here, 1.23427. So we'll have a pending sell limit, and then we'll fix our stop loss above this level, and our take profit somewhere around this, the low one. The next chart, we'll look at USD JPY. This is how your JPY looks. So this chart so far looks like we are consolidating. If you check the 1 hour chart, the price appears to be consolidating severally. Like, look at it from this point. This was a consolidation area. This was consolidation area, and then I had this also as consolidation area. And as I'm speaking now, you can see that the price basically went massively to the lower side. It consolidated briefly somewhere around this point, then it came back up. So far there is nothing much happening, so we don't know exactly whether this is heading upwards or is downwards. But if we draw another line, maybe like this, potentially we are in a seller's place. We should take this as a resistance. We take this as a resistance, and then we take this as a resistance there, and then we take this as a resistance here, and then we also take this as a resistance. So this means this is the correct place to sell from. If you are looking at this here, this is the correct place where you could have considered a sell from. Basically we do expect price to go down up to this one, 106.233. so unless the price breaks beyond this trend line, we are still a sell. We expect price to sell off up to this point. So the next chart we look at SP500. SP500 overall is upwards. Despite whatever you're seeing that the price went down, this is still upwards, but there's a resistance here. We have a very good resistance here. This is a resistance. It was used around 16th of June, 17th of June it was a resistance, 19th of June it was still a resistance, and then we have 23rd of June it was still a resistance before it eventually came down. So this is still a very good resistance, where should the price successfully close beyond, that will give us the correct place where we want to buy from. So it's like we're having some triangular formation that is inverted. We have this here, we have this as a support, and we have this as a support. A support, a support, a support, a support. This may be a good place where we want to buy from. We expect that buy to push price upwards, then a retracement, before we continue up. So these are the areas we're looking at. You're looking at a potential buy from this point, and also we're looking at a buy when the price goes above 3161.1. So the next chart we'll look at Brent oil here. Brent oil was upwards some few days ago, but as you can see, some of the trend has changed. We are now looking at a possible downtrend. So we took a buy when the price was here. If you can remember, we took a buy from this point here. We took a buy here. We were waiting to buy when the price goes beyond this level. That has not happened, so we wanted price to basically just ascend above this point, retrace back, so that we buy it higher. That did not happen. This was what we expected to be happening. The price was supposed to break above, retrace back, then continue upwards. That did not happen. So as it is now, we are basically just waiting. We expect price to proceed maybe up to this point, so that we can rebuy it from the same level, or if it goes up and breaks beyond the upper one, then that would mean we are continuing to the upper side. The next chart we look at is gold. Gold is upwards. So the previous day's candle actually closed as a sell pin bar. It closed like a candle which is pointing downwards, and that should be the beginning of a correction. This was a very good range previously. The price maintained itself within it for some times before it eventually broke above. We had this, a very good area. Then there was that gap above. It came back down, and then there's this pin bar for a sell. So this pin bar does not mean we are now in a downtrend. It only means we could see a possible pullback up to this level. So you may want to sell it temporarily, expecting price to go up to 1747.42, where if it does not break below, expect a buy from the same place. So technically this should be a good place you want to sell from for short term, up to around 1747.42. So thank you very much. That should be the end of today's session. We'll meet again tomorrow. So thank you. See you.